Well, hello, West Michigan. It is Wednesday. Thank you very much for Rachel. Right before the open play, she whispers Wednesday to me. You know, because our week feels like Tuesday. Our weeks are so screwed up. I've had kind of this prolonged stretch of work that I really don't even honestly remember what my name is anymore. And you don't know what day it is for that. Right. And a lot of people have had abbreviated work weeks. You had maybe Friday, Monday off, maybe both of them, maybe one of them. So anyway, so it is Wednesday.
It's weird because I love these weeks because they're nice and short and the weekend is all that much closer for us. It's Wednesday already. Feels like Tuesday because most of us have just been back to work for a couple days now. But I wanted to tell you about something. Terry, you had told me you've never had an olive burger before.
Right. It was funny because I saw these kind of emails flying around yesterday, the 8 West emails about, you know, different discoveries about food, mainly about food. And you'd asked me if I like olive burgers. I've never had an olive burger.
You know, it really is easy. It's just olives and mayo, and it's just a sauce that you put on burgers. And now, this being summer and the time where people are cooking out a lot, and you know, even going to restaurants, I feel like that I might have a burger every once in a while, just to kind of, it just tastes good. Yeah. There is a place in town where we started to go more often because it's actually in my new community.
Okay, your new neighborhood.
Yeah, my new hood, and so it's a matter of convenience. It's a restaurant called Olives, and they make a great olive burger. Okay. I actually took a picture of this.
Oh, wow.
And it's an olive sauce, I should say, with green olives and Kalamata olives and a lot of different kinds of olives with, of course, the mayo and sweet potato fries on a huge burger. It actually looks huger in person.
Wow.
And it's probably the best olive burger I've ever had in my life.
Okay, now where exactly is Olives? Because my husband loves sweet potato fries, and very few restaurants have those. Where exactly is Olives?
This is on Wealthy Street, kind of in the downtown district of East Grand Rapids.
Okay, all right.
Right by the D&W Fresh Market, right across the street from there. Really, really good. And so I don't get it because I try to be really healthy. I don't think it's very healthy for those who are trying to be health conscious, but every time my husband usually gets it. Yeah. And then I'm like, are you going to get that olive burger? Okay. Please get the olive burger.
Okay, here's Rachel's MO. I don't get to eat with you very often. Amanda Harper, our 8 West photojournalist, you have lunch with her when you guys are out on assignment, and she says, here's Rachel's MO. She doesn't order fries, but then she says, I think I want a little taste of that. I want a little taste of that. Is that how it is with you and Bryce, too?
I don't order my own of anything that is like really bad. I just sneak it off of people's plates. Perfect, and then I feel like I'm in moderation a little bit more.
Yeah.
Probably really
So did you say the best olive burger you've ever had?
The best olive burger, but I did have something the last time we were there that I wanted to talk about. This is a Cuban sandwich.
Ooh,
really good mojo marinated pork with caramelized ham and homemade pickles.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
Sounds delicious. You know,
great Cuban sandwich.
I had never had Cuban food until we had the people from the Copper Top on 8 West.
Right.
And I keep thinking that's on my list of places to go. Was that Cuban sandwich also from Olives?
Oh, it was out of this world. It was amazing.
Really?
It was really, really good. So there you go. Wanted to pass that along. A couple really great eats that you can get if you're out and about wanting to try something a little bit different. Olives in East Grand Rapids, a really good place to kind of check it out. It's pretty family friendly and it's pretty casual. A nice spot to go.
Sounds great.
A small little place there. And there's an ice cream joint, Jersey Junction, right around the corner.
If you have a little bit of room left in your tummy for a bit of a sweet treat at the end of the day. Well, I was looking, July 1st is the halfway point of the year. We're starting the second half of the year. So I was kind of looking back at my New Year's resolutions, and the only New Year's resolution, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I made several of them this year. The only one that I've actually fulfilled and actually surpassed is my commitment to read more. I had resolved to read at least 2 books a month, and I've been doing at least that and then some, because I've just really become kind of a reading junkie this year.
And I feel you have more time than you've ever had.
I do. I have chunks of time where I'm just waiting, and so I've been trying to make sure that I have a book tucked along. I read mostly nonfiction. The last fiction book I think I read was Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which probably doesn't exactly even count. But I picked up this book. I had seen the author interviewed on the Today Show, very controversial author. It's called Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother, and it's basically the journey of this woman who is from Chinese descent, talking about how Chinese parents raise kids who seem to be really overachieving. And so she talks about how her daughters have never had a sleepover, never had a play date, never allowed to be in the school play, never allowed to watch TV or play on the computer or a video game, never allowed to complain about the things they couldn't do, can never get a grade less than an A. An A- is a failure in her book. She has to be in the #1 student in the class in every subject except gym, and she has to play an instrument, and it has to be either the piano or the violin, and practice is 5 to 6 hours a day. So it talks about the journey of this mother and how in this Western culture she has, committed to raising these kids. And it's a great story of this mother and how her kids, the successful journey, the path that she's put them on, the conflicts that arise along the way. I think this would be a great choice for a book club because there are so many discussion points in here. And so anyway, you really, really will love it. I'm not sure if Coco's old enough for you to have kind of considered your parenting style.
Well, my pick for my book club is in September, and so that's good because I've read about this and I've seen this woman interviewed on the Today Show. Very controversial.
Right.
I mean, that would seem by American standards to be a lot of pressure to put on a young person.
Right.
And then I can see where that'd be good discussion.
And she talks about the emotions in her family, her relationship with her parents now, and then the kind of the journey that she's been on, because she's married to a man who grew up in America, a man who is a college professor, and so it was just kind of interesting. So I love it's my total recommendation for a great read.
Okay, did you like it? Be honest.
I loved it. I loved the book, and
did you agree with it?
I agreed with parts of it.
Okay.
Yeah, parts of it made me feel like I had not done enough with my kids. And I said, okay, Jen, I'm left at home. Jacob and Jacqueline are just happy that they're in college. And I said, Jen, your tiger mom is coming for you, honey. So anyway.
Like, oh no.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Look out.
She's like, hey, Jim's the one class I do get an A in. Just kidding. My kids are good students too. But I actually made another discovery at the library, and this is awesome. And, I walked into the studio with this. Of course, everybody thinks, what'd you get, a VHS?
I know, that really looks like a VHS.
I think this is the use for the boxes. It's through KDL, the Kent District Library. I love to listen to books on tape and books on CD. This takes it one step better because inside here there's this little audio player, and it has the book. It's like having an individually loaded MP3 player of a book title. All you have to do is put in a battery and headphones, and you click and play.
Right there. Put them right in.
Exactly. And so you can get these, check them out free of charge at the library, and they have thousands and thousands of titles. And it's really awesome if if you're going to maybe you're going to the beach, or you're riding in the car, and you want to just put in the headphones and have something to read along. It is really awesome. And one other service, I'm a huge library junkie. If you have a library card for the Kent District Libraries, you can go to their website and you can pick the books you want to check out. And then they will deliver them to your selected library branch. And so all you have to do then is they will email you as soon as your book is in. You go to that library branch, you pick it up, you check it out, and then it's super easy. They'll even email you 3 days before the book is due, so you don't get a lot of library time, and you can renew them online.
They want their books back.
They do, but anyway, I love the library. I can't wait to to start getting into these playaways.
I love that you found that, and it's really interesting because the KDL and all of our libraries are so wonderful. There's so many resources. We use the library in a very different way. We use it for the kids programs and the family programs. In fact, today, my daughter's going to be taking advantage of that. They've got great programs in the summer, and actually they go all year round. So great discoveries, and there's so many free resources out there. Which is really great for them. Oh yeah, it's nice because it's free because we support them with our tax dollars, and so we get an opportunity to take advantage. So anyway, 2 super great finds on my front. Yeah.
Now, of course, the rest of those New Year's resolutions, I got to start working on. I only have 6 months left.
I need to dust mine off, actually. Good inspiration.